Hi everyone. The fourth problem in exercise 3.1. Which of the following pairs of linear equations are consistent or inconsistent? If consistent, obtain the solution graphically. So, if the equations are consistent, there is a solution. If equations are inconsistent, there is no solution. Let us check a1 by a2 is equal to 1 by 2. b1 by b2 is equal to 1 by 2. c1 by c2 is equal to 5 by 10, which is equal to 1 by 2. So, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. These lines are coincident lines. Lines are coincident. That's why it has solution. It has infinitely many solutions. One line on another line. Equations are consistent. That's why equations are consistent. Okay. Let's form two tables. For the first one, this is for the first one, x, y. And this is for the second one. For the graphical representation, we have to find out the x and y values first. So if x is equal to 0 in the equation 1, if x is equal to 0, from the equation 1 I am doing, x is 0, y will be 5. If x is equal to 0, y will be 5. Next one, from the same equation, if I take y as 0, y is equal to 0, x plus 0 is equal to 5, then x is equal to 5. When y is equal to 0, x is equal to 5. Second equation. Second equation. If I take x is equal to 2, 2 into 2 plus 2y is equal to 10. So 2y is equal to 10 minus 4. Y is equal to 6 by 2. Y is equal to 3. If x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. Next one. If I take y is equal to 1, anything you can take. Here I am taking my y is equal to 1. 0, 1, 2, anything you can take. For the second equation, if y is equal to 1, 2x plus 2 into 1 is equal to 10. 2x is equal to 10 minus 2. X is equal to 8 by 2. X is equal to 4. When y is equal to 1, x will be 4. Let's draw the graph by using these tables. Here, what are the points? 0, 1. 0, 1. Here is 1 point. 0, 5. Sorry, 0, 5. Here is 1 point. Next, 5, 0. When x is equal to 5, y is equal to 0. Another point. So join these 2 points. Next one, 2, 3. When x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. 2, 3. Next, 4, 1. 4, 1. Here it will be. So, on the same line. Hence proved. Let us point out. This is 0, 5. And this is 5, 0. And this is 2, 3. And 4, 1. So what is our next problem? X minus y is equal to 8. 3x minus 3y is equal to 16. Okay, let's check. A1 by A2 is equal to 1 by 3. B1 by B2 is equal to minus 1 by minus 3. Minus minus got cancelled, we will remain 1 by 3. C1 by C2 is equal to 8 by 16. Nothing but 1 by 2. 8 ones are 8 twos. So, conclusion is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2. Now you can say that the lines are parallel. These lines are parallel. So it doesn't have, the equations doesn't have any solution. That's why the equations are inconsistent. Equations are inconsistent. If there is no solution, we can't draw any graph. So let's go to the next problem. Third one. 2x plus y minus 6 is equal to 0. 4x minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. A1 by A2 is equal to 2 by 4. If you cancel this, 2 ones are 2 twos are, which is equal to 1 by 2. B1 by B2 is equal to 1 divided by minus 2, which is also equal to minus 1 by 2. Here only we can say that A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. If you look at this, the lines are intersecting. Lines are intersecting. So if the lines are intersecting, definitely there is a solution. Only one solution. That's why equations are consistent. These equations are consistent. Now let us draw the tables. For the first equation, x, y. And this is for the second equation, x, y. This is for the first. Okay. From the first equation, if I consider when x is equal to 0, for the first equation, when x is equal to 0, 2 into 0 plus y minus 6 is equal to 0, whereas y is equal to 6. So when x is equal to 0, y value is 6. Then, same equation, if I take y is equal to 0 this time, if I take y is equal to 0, from the same equation, y is equal to 0, 2 into x plus 0 minus 6 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to 6, x is equal to 3. When y is equal to 0, x will be 3. And for the second equation, when I take x is equal to 0 this time for the second equation also, 0, 4 into 0 minus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. So 2y is equal to minus 4, y is equal to minus 2. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to minus 2. For the same thing, when I take y is equal to 0 for the second equation, 4x minus 0 minus 4 equal to 0. 4x is equal to 4, x is equal to 1 now. When y is equal to 0, x will be, when y is equal to 0, x will be 1. That's it. Let's draw the graph. Zero comma 6. Here it is 0 and 6. Here it will be. Next 3 comma 0. This is 3 comma 0. Join these 2 points carefully. Extend these 2. Next From the second equation, this is the first one and this is the second one. 0, comma minus 2. X is 0 and minus 2. Here it will be 0, comma minus 2. And then 1, comma 0. X is 1 and this is 0. Join these 2 points. Here you will get one equation, and which is 2, comma 2. So x is equal to 2, y is also equal to 2. There is only one solution, right? Because the points are intersecting. Here it is 0, comma 6. This is 0, comma 3, comma 0. This is 1, comma 0. And this is 0, comma minus 2. Let's go to the next problem. A1 by A2 is equal to 2 by 4. 2 ones are 2 twos are. So equal to 1 by 2. B1 by B2 is equal to minus 2 by minus 4. So 1 by 2. 2 ones are 2 twos are. Minus minus got cancelled. C1 by C2 is equal to minus 2 by minus 5. Minus minus got cancelled. 2 by 5. The conclusion is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2. So clearly we can see that these lines are parallel. Lines are parallel. So for the parallel lines there is no solution. For the parallel lines there is no solution. There is no meeting point for the parallel lines. That's why this equation is, these two equations are inconsistent. Inconsistent. If there is no solution, we can't draw it graphically. Let's go to the next problem. So the fifth question is, half the perimeter of a rectangular garden whose length is 4 meters more than its width, which is 36 meters. Find the dimensions of the garden. Let the length of the garden is equal to x. And now, let the width of the garden is equal to y. Y. So x meters and y meters. Now here in the condition, half the perimeter of the rectangular garden is 36 meters. Nothing but, what is the perimeter of the rectangle? That is 2 into x plus y. Nothing but 2 into length plus width. Here we have considered the length as x and width as y. So that 2 into x plus y. So half the perimeter from the given condition, half the perimeter 2 into 2 of x plus y, half into 2 into x plus y is equal to 36 meters. 2 got cancelled. Our first equation will be x plus y is equal to 36 is our first equation. What is the second equation? They are telling whose length is 4 meters more than its width. Length is 4 meters. Length is 4 meters more than its width. So can I take it as second equation? Yes. So x is equal to y plus 4. Now, let us draw the tables. For the first equation, one table, and for the second equation, another table. This is for the first and this is for the second. X, y. X and y. If I take from the first equation, if I take x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, 0 plus y. 0 plus y is equal to 36. Y will be 36. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 36. If I take y is equal to 0, x plus 0 is equal to 36, whereas x is equal to 36. When y is equal to 0, x is equal to 36. From the second equation, so if I take the fourth multiple, anything you can take, because this 36, it is very hard to draw it on the graph because it is very big number. So let us take any fourth multiple. First, I am taking the 4 only. When x is equal to 4, what will be the y? Y plus 4. Y is equal to 0. When x is equal to 4, y will be 0. If I take y is equal to anything, y is equal to 4 or 8, anything you can take. Here I am taking 8. So x is equal to 8 plus 4, where x is equal to 12. When y is equal to 8, x is equal to 12. X is equal to 12. Let's draw the graph. Here, 0, 36. This is 0, 0, 36. It would be, I will take another color. It will be here, 0, 36. Next, 36, 0, 36, 0. X is 36 and y is equal to 0. X is 36 and y is equal to 0. Another point is 0. Next, 0, 4. When x is equal to, 4, 0. When x is equal to 4, y will be 0. And when x is equal to 12, y will be 8. Y will be 8. Somewhere here. Join these two lines and lines. Extend these two lines. To find out the x and y values through this graph. If you look at this graph clearly, somewhere join the lines carefully. And here, same way, these 2 points, join the lines. Exactly. You will get a point here, somewhere here. So let's point out. This is 0, 36. And this is 36, 0. Now 12, 8. This is 4, 0. Now this point is, the particular point is this one exactly. What is the number between the 20 and 12? 20, 20, 16. Whereas x is equal to 20 and y is equal to 16. That is the answer. Let's go to the next problem. In the previous problem, let's don't forget to write down the dimensions, where x is equal to 20 meters. This is the length. Y is equal to 16 meters. This is the width. Next question. Given the linear equation 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0, write another linear equation in two variables such that geometrical representation of the pair so formed is intersecting lines, parallel lines, and coincident lines. Okay. We have to give one example for the intersecting lines, coincident lines, and parallel lines using this equation. So if the equation is for the intersecting lines, a1 by a2 must not be equal to b1 by b2. For this, our equation is 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0. We can take it like anything. 4x plus 8y minus 9 is equal to 0. You can observe 2 by 4, 3 by 8, minus 8 by minus 9. Intersecting lines. Here only 1 by 2 is not equal to 3 by 8. Proved. Next question. Parallel lines. For the parallel lines, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. Our equation is 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0. So you can consider this as 4x plus 6y minus or plus 9. Anything, any number you can write is equal to 0 except the minus 16. Anything you can write. So 2 by 4 by 4. This is 3 by 6 and this is minus 8 by 9. Ones, twos, and this is ones and twos. 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 but not equal to minus 8 by 9. Third is coincident lines. What is the condition for the coincident lines? a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. All the solution lying on the same line. Two lines are lying on one on another, right? So our equation is 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0. You can take this as double it. 4x plus 6y minus 16 is equal to 0. 2 by 4, 3 by 6, minus 8 by minus 16. 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by minus minus got cancelled. This is also 1 by 2. Hence proved. Next question. So our seventh question is, draw the graphs of the equations x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0 and 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. Determine the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and the x-axis and shade the triangular region. Right, here we are seeing the three questions. The first one is, let's find out the graphical representation of these two equations and then you have to mark out the triangular points, the triangular vertices, and then shade the region. Right, we have to show a triangle on the graph. First equation is x minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. This is our first equation. 3x plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. This is our second equation. Let's draw the tables for the first and second equations. This is for the first equation, x and y, and this is for second equation. To find the values of each, you have to assume the first value, either x value or y value. So for the first equation, let us assume the x value as 0. Zero minus y plus 1 is equal to 0. Minus y is equal to minus 1. Minus minus got cancelled. Y is equal to 1. When x is equal to 0, y will be 1. If I assume y is equal to 0, if y is equal to 0, then what will be the x? You just substitute the value of y in the place of first equation. In the place of y in first equation. X minus 0 plus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 1. When y is equal to 0, x will be minus 1. For the second equation, when x is equal to 0, if I take x is equal to 0, 3 into 0 plus 2y minus 12 is equal to 0. 2y is equal to 12, y is equal to 12 by 2, 6. When x is equal to 0, y is equal to 6. This is x and this is y. For the second equation again, if I take my y value is equal to 0, 3x plus 2 into 0 minus 12 is equal to 0. 3x is equal to 12 and x is equal to 4. When y is equal to 0, x will be 4. Let's draw the graph. So here, it is our first equation. It is our second equation. Let's point out our vertices of the triangle. When x in the first equation, when x is equal to 0, y will be 1 on the y-axis. When x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 0. So negative x-axis. Next, in the second equation, join these two. And in the second equation, when x is equal to 0, y is 6. When x is equal to 0, y is 6. Here another point on the y-axis again. When x is equal to 4, y is 0. Now on the positive x-axis, join these 2 points. Use scale and just join these 2 points correctly. So this is one line. Another will be intersecting at a point which is 2, 3. X is 2 and y is 3. Now this one 6, 0, 6. This one is 0, 1. This one is minus 1, 0. And this one is 4, 0. Now if you look at the vertices of the triangle, you can consider this one, and this one. Join these 3. This is our actual triangle. So you can say the triangular points are just shade this part. This part. The triangular parts are, first one is 2, 3. Second one is 4, 0. And the third one is minus 1, 0. So our triangle is formed. Let us consider this as our point A, point B, and point C. Now here also mark like point A, and this is point B, and this is point C. That's it for the 3.1. Let's meet in the next class. Thank you.